Hello, fifth graders. So yesterday we were talking about order of operations and evaluating expressions. And we're going to continue doing that today. But first I want to go over a few things because some of the problems may deal with some decimals or some fractions. And I want to kind of review some of that. So really quick, it says when adding or subtracting decimals, the decimal point should be what? So let's look at this example. This is correct. But this is not correct. So the decimal point should always be lined up. So just keep that in mind when we're adding or subtracting. The next one, KCF or keep, change, flip. I just wanted to go over that really quick. Keep the 4, change division to multiplication, flip or find the reciprocal of half to get 2. 4 times 2 is 8. So 4 divided by half is 8. And then the very last one, when multiplying decimals, first you want to what? The total number of decimal places. You want to count them. So this is 1, this is 2 places, so total, so count the total number of decimal places. So 3 decimal places in total. Then you're just going to take them out, okay? We remove them. So take them out. And multiply just like you normally would. 42 times 21 is 882. Then finally, we want to make sure 882 has 3 decimal places. So we put the decimal places back in. All right, so you need to make sure your final answer has the same amount of decimal places as our original problem. So let's talk more about this, of order of operations, okay? We talked about this yesterday, that we have parentheses first, then exponents, then multiplication and division left to right. If those are the only 2 things left, then you go left to right. Then the same thing, if you only have addition and subtraction left, you also go left to right. So now we're going to really today focus on the parenthesis part because there's a couple different kinds of parentheses. It says when dealing with parentheses, brackets, or braces. And you may be thinking, wait, what? Okay, parentheses, if you look at this example right here, look like this. These are parentheses. We're used to those, okay? Brackets look like this. They're boxy, okay? And then braces are the little squiggles. So the braces are these guys right here at the end. Okay, so parentheses are always on the inside, then it goes brackets, then it goes braces. And when we're dealing with parentheses, brackets, or braces, you always start on the inside of the problem, so in the middle of the problem, and work your way out. Okay, so let's look at this problem, for example. We start with 10 minus 3. That's the very inside of our parentheses. We get 7. And then we rewrite the problem with brackets and with braces. Now that the parentheses are gone, now we're going to work with our brackets. So 7 times 2 is 14. And then we rewrite the problem again with our braces, still intact. And now we're going to focus on the braces. So 4 plus 14 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we work our way from the inside out. So let's look at this example. Okay, we have a long problem. But we're going to start with the parentheses. So 20 minus 6 is 14. And then we have our brackets, which is 1 plus 14. So we get 15. So now our expression is braces 8 times what we just found, which is 15, divided by half. And now what we can do, since we found our parentheses and our brackets, now we're going to solve our braces. So we do 8 times 15. So 15 times 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. 8 plus 4 is 120. So our problem is 120 divided by half. Now we go next to our exponents. But if we have no exponents, we just move on. So now we're going to go to our multiplication and division. What do we see here? We see division. So we do 120 divided by half. And again, that's why I went over keep, change, flip. We keep the 120, we change the division to multiplication, and we flip the half to 2. So our final answer is 240. And our last step, addition and subtraction, there's nothing else to do. We got our answer. Our answer is 240. All right. So let's look at these two problems. Again, we're going to start on the inside and work our way out. I'm just going to write down this so it helps us. And again, multiplication and division, left to right. And same thing with addition and subtraction, left to right. So what is the first thing we do in this problem? Well, we want to start with the parentheses all the way on the inside. 6 minus 1 is 5. And then we rewrite, bring everything else that we haven't touched yet down. Now what do we solve in this problem? Well, now we're going to do the brackets. So 7 times 5 is 35. Bring everything else down, which is the plus 100. And now the only thing left to do is the addition. 35 plus 100 is 135. All right. This next one has a lot of stuff going on. And the reason why we use different types of parentheses, guys, is because if this problem was written with all parentheses, there would be 3 parentheses in a row like that. And that would be really confusing to know what's going on with a bunch of parentheses like that. So instead, they switch up the parentheses so that it's easier to follow. So what are we going to do first in this problem? Well, we're going to start on the inside, which means our parentheses first. So draw that little caret. 4 times 3 is 12. And now there's brackets around it. So we're going to bring everything else down. The divided by 2, the plus 3, the braces, and the times 3. What are we going to do next? We're going to do 12 divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2, 6. Okay, oh, and there's braces around that too. So there's 6 plus 3 with braces times 6. Now what are we going to do? Now we're going to do 6 plus 3, which is 9. And then bring down the times 3, which we haven't touched yet. So 9 times 6, is 54. So our answer is 54. And you can see with both of these guys, look, we got our pizza shape. We went from something big to just one singular answer. So what you guys are going to do today, you are going to complete some of these problems on your own in the shape of a Google form, just like you did yesterday. So you're going to complete the problems on a scrap piece of paper. Okay, I would suggest, again, just what we have here. It should look like the shape of a pizza slice. Okay, break it down at every step and rewrite every single step once you solve something. Okay, and you're going to answer those questions, and then you're going to submit a picture of your work at the very end of that Google form. So make sure you're organized with your work and I can tell what problem is what. If you do have any questions though, please let me know and I will be able to help you out. Have a wonderful day. Bye guys.